Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Here we are again. We're going to go up here and go ahead and finish Attunement magic. But I've got somebody coming after me. Oh, it's one of those freaking things. Let me pull up my freaking undying ghost. Dark of the night, and I got this freaking thing coming after me. Get him, guys. I will go ahead and druid. Can't stand those things. But, oh, we need to go ahead and sell. So I think that's what I was going to do last time, just to kind of unload some stuff. So we're going to head back into the city, and it's going to bring us into the daylight. So just go ahead and hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. And here we are again. I've already did my selling and buying stuff. So hold on 1 second. Let's go ahead and travel. We gotta get there close as we can get. This is as far as I got last time, so we just go right back here. Hold on one last thing. Sorry about that. Went to the bathroom, my game glitched, and I came back. I was like, okay, let me try this out. I did switch my clothes just because they're not enchanted set, but I went with the kind of like the noble clothes, just dark set, just because I thought kind of see how that kind of match how I like. I really actually like it. It's kind of might have to enchant my noble clothes, but I think it fits with the gauntlets and the what you call it. You know, the gauntlets do show with the robe as well. So let's go ahead and head up here. We're going up now to Fellglow Keep, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and get finish out my attunement kind of build for being a follower of the ideal master. So that's kind of what I'm going to do now. So obviously, the first part of this and part of the build is to build myself up to get ready to do the attunement build, which is where I'm at right now. And the second thing would be to open the soul cairn. Now, one thing about the soul cairn is that you want to leave it open. So the key thing at the end of the Darn Guard, let go of Serana and leave her mother in the soul cairn. That way you always have the option to go back. Because you want those soul cairns to stay open. This bear's going to disrupt my what's called, but I also got a thief up here as well, so let's take care of both of them at the same time. Where's the bear at? Give this thief some business in advance anyway. I'm gonna haunt your soul there, dude. Oh, one thing I forgot to do, I need to enchant my sword to steal souls. That I have not done yet. Let's see if we can get his soul anyway. Oh, he's dead already. I don't get a chance to get him, so. Let's go and see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do it with law. I think I have maxed out my conjured weapons, so it should work. But we will see. I'll get ready to do that in just a few seconds. If I go up here for, I got a hunting spirit out, so I'm going to put an undying ghost with her. So I got one of each, because she'll run around doing magic, he'll run around fighting people. It's coming though. Yeah, I didn't get his soul. Somebody else is out here. Who's this? She took care of it. So basically, I've got two types of souls in the Fellglow that I can call forth. I do want to do another quest. I'll probably do it after this one to get the two hounds because they're kind of cool looking. And it's also a bunch of dark magic too. I'm a big fan of having magic that matches kind of the character build. And since I'm doing a ideal master or spirit related build, I need spirit related things around me. I do need to build my magic though as I level up. It's kind of like themed magic instead of like, even though I'm a mage, it's not like every mage shoots fireballs, basically. Kind of like a elemental mage that focuses on like cold. I'm a mage that focuses on things that look like ghostly. In fact, the mage quest line is a great quest for that because the eventually you get to a point where you get the spells, or not spells, you get the weapons in the final quest area that are look like ethereal in nature, even if they're not. But that's basically the premise I'm going for, is having like horror based or kind of scary looking creatures that look like the ideal masters or spirits or whatever. Just stay in that theme versus just wearing whatever you can find. Just stay in a theme of your character build. Come on. Oh, come on. We're going to end up get Orthorn out of here. soul captured. Yeah, see, that's what I want to do is capture some souls. Once you go up in here, these vampires are just easy, kind of. You're just standing here waiting to be captured. That's a freaking. Oh, look at the freaking massive vampire. It's like one of those floating freaking. What's it called? The vampire leeches up in here. Playing around. Anybody else out there? Yeah, I was playing around, got caught in the middle of it. It's kind of funny, actually. Let's work on my skills though while I'm here. Let's just say I got a captive audience here. There's a vampire lich hanging out inside. Kind of way of knowing who I've killed off by taking their robes off. It's a good tracking system. You know, it's amazing me too. This mod, dealing with Daedra, has so much stuff in here. I've literally made almost 100 and some videos over it, and what's also kind of unique is that the Realms of Lorcan, I haven't even started making videos about that yet, so there's still more to come. I know I said this wouldn't last forever, but some of these mods, these are just very massive mods with a lot of stuff to them. So definitely worth the effort if you decide that you want to play with these mods. Definitely worth the effort to get these, because I think you just get a lot of content above what you already have, or what you may already have. Let's see what this lich had on him. Vampire lich hanging in the bathroom. All he had is some dust. You're a cheap vampire lich. Okay, there we go. So now we're back in here in the back. I got kind of caught with my pants down with the what's it called there, with them coming in and attacking while I was getting stuff. So I just kind of had to deal with it at that point. But like I said before, when you're a mage, you got to be ready to go one-on-one if you need to, because Skyrim does not really respect mage caps. Some of the spells aren't designed to kind of do what you would want them to do. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's what I could use. A sword that's a regular sword that doesn't cost spell power to use. Actually, I can do this too. I don't know if I still have it put in here. Or for my spells. Let's do this. I want to try this. I think I've done this before, but it was really long. I hope I got some. She got some freaking poison magic on her. You suck. Get going back here. That was that dealing with that Daedra. It's like a diluted Daedra infused magic that will like make it hard for you to regenerate magic and everything. So we don't want to take that. That's like brand X. We don't want that. Just grab whatever light things you can use. This is a new thing that's added in here. Is from dealing with Daedra, the Shrine to Arcade. Defile the Shrine to Arcade. So you get the option to keep doing that. Got a potion of blood there. Don't want to drink that, but I might as well keep it on hand just in case. This is one of the first parts of Attunement we have here. I'm not going to use these, but you can grab up the ingredients here to make the jasmine conserve. There's a note. This is all part of the Attunement magic system. That's what starts here, and that's what I've basically been taking forever a roundabout way to get over here to do. Basically just building up the actual, building up the build, character build around the ideal masters about this, just to get to this point. So I've given you guys probably a more in-depth understanding of what I mean when I'm saying doing a focus build than probably ever wanted to hear. Basically, I just focus on what things I'm doing for that build before I ever get to the point of actually playing the game.
Oh, I promise I'll help you get out of here. Now, I see. Well, then I'll just stay behind you a little bit and follow along. Don't you need my help? Well, now, if you're sure, I'll just be on my way then. Please, do be careful. And thank you.
Just let the fourth one disappear. I really need him. He does just kind of get in the way if you keep him. And she wants to bargain at the end, and so I just forego that whole conversation. I'll just let you go. I'm not going to give her anything extra for having him, so okay, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, bringing Orthon along just doesn't do anything for me. So, lose him, and I'm going to go back here. I believe I'm close to the area where you get the first. I'm not going to get them now, but there's an area in here that you'll first see the stand that lets you get to the ideal masters. And take them under, get to move underneath their wing. But you don't have to do that right away. Just like that jazz beacon serve, I could have constructed stuff right there. I just didn't need to. See if we can take her soul. Soul captured, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. It's not doing the effect that you usually see, like when you enchant a sword, but it just says soul captured up in the corner. So. Even though it's great if you're looking to get a lot of components for doing alchemy, it's really a great quest to do because the place where you go to is just filled with freaking potion ingredients, just to the brim, literally. Okay, this is the one that brings you to the altar of the ayleid masters inside here. Got this orcish bow, but I think we'll get rid of that in favor of this skeleton's Nord bow, which I think fits more of the ideal master kind of motif that I'm building here. Like I said, the purpose of a focus build is you're building the build just to be able to use that later, or use the skills that you want to, like right away when you begin the game. So I'm skipping a lot of other things except for the companions because I really wanted their gauntlets, which I'm keeping that part of my component kind of look, signature look. Now this is the altar right here, and I'll show it to you here in a second, for the ideal masters. Because you need with the attunement system, you need a patron. Which I thought was really funny, though, watching when the guy was trying to attune the helmet to himself in the movie Dungeons and Dragons. Pretty hilarious. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. Okay. Real life came involved, and I had to go check on my wife. Because she was calling for me. So you might have heard her in the background. Okay, But anyway, like I said, a focus build, you get everything you want to kind of build up first, and then you go through and do everything. So this is what I'm going to show you about the Ideal Masters. This is where I'll come back to when I attune. Right now it just has an offering bowl, and you can see here, first thing you have to do is create the book of life and service. And once you create the book of life and service, these other things become options. And you need this to kind of like do everything with the Ideal Master. So we'll do that later. That'll be the last thing I do. Kind of like finish up the rest of this. And that way I can go through them. I do have one necromancer build that I do for something like this too, is where you do a two-handed necromancer build and just run around with the ritual stone, and every time you get a chance, just hit the ritual stone and you raise dead that way. You end up walking around like freaking, you're a warrior, but you walk around with freaking like Death's Champion. Always stop and you like rest 24 hours before you go into any big battles and bring people up halfway through it. It's hilarious, and it's badass during the Civil War too. You're like, holy crap. A mage with a two-handed axe going around here freaking killing everybody. Escape. Maybe check that potion I just got off her. It could be one of those tainted magic potions. Yeah, magica right there, discolored. Yeah, that's tainted. If you ever drink though by accident, it'll create an effect called Mage Bane, and you can see I don't have that right now. If you get Mage Bane, it makes it really hard to regenerate magic, and I'm slow enough as it is anyway, so I'm going to stay away from that. In some ways, dealing with Daedra quest lines can jack up your character. You'll be cursed and have all other kinds of crap going on. Okay, and this right here, this is one of the anomalies. You can use the anomaly if you're doing this. Like you can make the warp jasmine conserve. I don't really need it. That's for the actual attunement, or the, I forget what I called it. There's a build that I based up, the first one that I did based on this, because it was the one that I could do. You sacrifice a Thalmor mage robe in there, and then it allows you to make that your patron is the Phantasmagorical. Or no, not Phantasmagorical. That is that's the second one. Phantasmagorical was the second one that I did. The first one was really simple. It was for, I'd have to go back and look at it. I'll see it up here in a second. But it's the very first ones you can do with just what you find here in the quest line itself. And this is the one for the patron of the Phantasmagorical. Right here, this one. And most of the things are here. You need the concentrate, and then also I think it's Nord Mead that you use. I can't do it while I'm in combat. One of look at this. I have to kind of remind you guys while you're watching that I'm actually doing this for a greater cause. I'm going to have a character that does that at some point. Sometimes I forget on mage too and try to run into battle with my sword, or I need to conjure something else to fight with them. Oh, they've already gotten, my guys already killed the Thornwar lizard that's in here. Already went over my weight going on. Oh, I can level up anyway. Let's put some magic on us. Our magic's just now at 290. I did put my witch pot first. That's at 100. Sometimes not a lot, but might as well at least have 1 point over there. And let me suck down some food so I can get myself a lot lighter. I'll get those later if I need them. I think I'll need them in a second, so. Infamous bandit porta potty. And you can see a bucket, a shovel, and a book. Somebody's definitely been pulling pages from a book and wiping the backside with it. Hope he was say before, where are the bathrooms in Skyrim? Anytime you find a bucket in a book, man, they're always there. Okay, so that one mage was killed up here. Let's go. I'm going to make something up here, so hopefully I can offset what I'm kind of running into here, which is a carrying problem. I sold a bunch of stuff. I didn't think it would be as bad, but it's one of those things that you do need to consider when you're playing. Oh, you need to smith these at least once yet. I need to smith those at least once first before I put anything on. Okay, what I can do. Carry weight enchantment. Or do I not? I don't have a carry weight enchantment. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave some stuff back here. And also, I want to smith my stuff first. Anyway, this is the room where you do all the stuff for making your stuff, like doing the enchanting, and you basically pick everything up here. There's a book over here that you have to read first. Part of another quest, there's a hollow log over here with some information in it. First thing you need to do is you need to read the book, keep the notes, They give you one scarlet ring to start off with. No, you need raw paper. That's why I was carrying too much. I still got the books on the carrier. I should have got rid of. See, here's patron notes. This gives a thing about the patrons that you have. I usually put these in the things. Everything I wrote up is in the normal what's called. But basically, taking a ring and then you find a source, and then you got to look at what type of tokens or things like that help you become. Like me with the ideal masters, I already showed you with the altar for doing that stuff. He was back down the way, and so. It's just a matter of setting yourself up for success. And also the ritual notes, that gives me the ability, by doing that, gave me the ability to start making stuff with this. Yeah, I should have got rid of all these books. I'm still holding a bunch of books. And what I'm going to do, actually cut my weight so I can finish this out for you guys. I'm just going to become fat. because I'm not in survival mode right now, so therefore I can reduce my weight by a lot by getting rid of all this crap. It shows how much food I was carrying. I'm going to drink any potions that I can. Poison once again. Let me do something real quick here. I think my sword, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it is superior, so let's see if I can put a soul trap on it. I can. That would be good. So let's give it a name. Ideal Soul Breaker. Ideal Soul Trap. Or the ideal increase. Mother of Souls. Lead. Soul's Blade, there we go. That way, even if I'm out of magic, I should be able to suck down somebody's soul. And what we're going to do, before I do the rest of the Ideal Masters, I'm going to go ahead and finish this quest line to get upstairs and take care of the rest. Can't go through this door, go through the next one. So basically, we're just going to be fighting our way through from this point. Now we'll come back and do the Ideal Masters at the end. There we go, suck that soul. I like that effect. When I use the sword, my blade, it doesn't really do that. So, but when I use my bow, it wasn't really sucking the sword, the soul like that. So I like that kind of pulling things off of people. So I like using the sword for that purpose. Because I am the gatherer of souls. Your soul is mine. That's not forge recipe. Suck your soul out. Oh crap. There we go. Kind of glitched there. Kicked me out, almost kicked me out of the game, but not completely. There we go. We survived that possible glitch. I paused it really quick, so I'm not gonna pull that out, but that's basically what happened. It was getting a glitch, and for some reason it decided not to halfway through. So cross my fingers and let me save my game, because that's that was a close call, especially since I just named my sword. That's probably why I did it. Oh, you think you're gonna be slick and name some swords? Maybe you don't need to have a freaking character in here. Maybe you need to make you forget and delete your character by accident, like I did before. Anyway, we're good to go. We saved, so now we can continue to go speak with the keeper. Kind of let me know what we think. Baked potatoes. There's jaspy dead grapes all around here now. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. There's the hook right there. Bam. Glass sword. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we go. Almost there. Get rid of the keeper. We call her the keeper. You take this stuff off here. There's a few items that you do get off of here. The scrolls and stuff like that. Let me get this spell Ice Spike. I always like that, and kind of because I'm going with the Ideal Master, I'm really coming from another plane. But let's go ahead and fight with the keeper now.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you. So you're just one of Owen's lackeys. That's disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything. Are you attempting to... Well, then you won't be leaving here at all.
You see, she disappeared. Where'd she go? There she is. Get your soul. Did she go down? She did go down somewhere. I don't see her. There's one book. And find her body. I might have killed her when she was in the process of teleporting. That's what it looked like happened. Yeah, I did. She's back over there in the corner. Yeah, she tried to teleport away and I got her. So we finished off the keeper. Let's get the final book and we'll get the flock out of here. Actually, we're not going to play, so I'm going to basically finish up here. Once I become an ideal master, advocate, or patron, next time what we'll do is probably going to get those other spells that take you to, there's a set of spells, and there's also a different kind of traveling space, and it deals with Fallioun over in Markarth, or in Morthal. He's got a transportation system that deals with like sickle stones, but you do have to make a pact kind of with a Daedric entity, but I've already got my my Conjuration skill way above his ability, so I'll be able to kind of fix my own contract with that guy. And I've already got a sickle stone, so but we'll be doing that next time. That is it. Green up on the floor, don't want it. Your name's not salt pile, you might as well not apply. You'd be salt pile. Okay. So now we're going to do the attunement portion. This will be the kind of last portion that we're going to do in this thing, so then we'll have everything kind of squared away. Open the door. Okay. Now what I need to do, I'm playing this a little bit from memory, so because it's been a while, it took me so long kind of with the build that pretty what we do here though is we go over here first and we get a ring that we have to make first. And I need to make a focus ring. So I already have a silver ring. So I make a focus ring. And then with the focus ring, then I have to get a thing. So I have to go get the ideal master's favor first, okay? So I've got the focus ring. So now I have to go get their favor. So to get their favor, I have to go back down stairs to that area I was telling you about. Where I showed you where there's the you can actually get the spells for what you call it now, if you get the right ingredients. And mostly it's black soul gems. That's one of the reasons I made my sword so I could start grabbing souls, because it just makes me easier to kind of like do things with the black soul gems. I might as well pick these up since I'm here. I gotta make you guys, I'll walk slow right now, but I'm gonna make you guys see me go back and sell off all this stuff and get rid of the books at my house. But the one, I'll show you this one on the way, because I think it's interesting that it's there. Oh, I did not search you, did I? Search me now, didn't I? The one on the way, like I said, there's Phantasmagorical was one. This one with the anomaly is where you get the favor here. And this one involves the Thalmor cloak or jacket. So you can see right here, the Nullifier. That's what I was saying. It's a Nullifier favor. This is where you would get the Nullifier favor. So that's the other one that I did first. Because the component is a hooded set of Thalmor robes. That's how you can make that. So now I'm going to go down. I didn't get that one. I'm going to go down and get the one for the Ideal Masters. So there's three that are outside of the what's called, and I haven't figured out the other ones. I'm still working on that. But the Nullifier is the one right there. The Phantasmagorical is where the Jasmine grapes and that little crafting station there was. And to get the favor for the Ideal Masters is down here. So these are the ones I know, like right away off the top of my head. So the next time I do this, it's going to be more entertaining because I've got to go back and figure out exactly where to get. I think I know where I can get the other one, like the Hist is one. I think that's at that tree where you can tap I think that's where you would get that favor at. But that's a different character. I might do that one next just to see if I'm right about it. But right here is the offering bowl. So we're going to click the offering bowl. And we're going to look at the, okay, there's the Ideal Master Service. The first thing we do, we have to make a book of life and service. So we create it. After we create it, then we get the option to make these other spell tomes and their favor. So we created the book of life and service. So we're going to go up and we're going to make the Ideal Master's favor. Okay, so now we've got the Ideal Master's favor. And I'm going to, just because I can, I'm going to make a book of life and service. And then I'm going to make a conjure bone man. And then book of life and service. And conjure mist man. And book of life and service. And conjure rat man. Because I already have the soul trap spell. So you can see where I've actually added 3 spells to my character's repertoire, even though I'm not going to use them, because I really like the idea of just using like creatures that are designed around being like spirits. So I think it looks kind of fun to me to have a spirit type based build. Like the ayleids is another one I need to do. The quest, the cause, just to get those as well. But right now I've got the favor of the Ideal Master, so we're going to go up and make an Ideal Master's ring. The focus ring makes it easier for you to do things with them and deal with them. And I don't know what else it does after that. It's pretty much you start playing the game, and then with dealing with Daedra, there's different elements that show up in every one of the areas of the game. No matter what quest you go through, there's different things that will be added or included. So it's just a matter of just investigating stuff as you go through. But starting, it basically gives you a more in-depth place to start as a character versus just doing what everybody else is doing. And that's what the reason I was doing these focus builds, because it just gives you that option of playing the game, not just, you know, hey, I'm a magic user, I'm going to use every freaking element, I'm going to do this. Yeah, it makes it easier when you do that, when you just do a full out build. But when you do a focus build, it kind of brings you kind of more centralized into what the character specifically is doing, why they're doing it. Now, I didn't come up with a background story for this guy or anything like that. I could, but generally I just wanted to, have a character that kind of did that. And why did I use Khajiit? I have no idea. Just other than the fact that I think Khajiit mages are cool. Like Jazargo, he's pretty cool. So Khajiit mages to me are really cool. So that's why he's a mage, and that's why he's a Khajiit. I also don't like when they scream when they swing swords. It kind of irritates me. Not that one. That one, yeah. I cannot stand that sound. It's like, stop it. Don't do that. Don't ever do that again. Anyway, here we go. Now we've got the favor, we've got the ring, and we go to the ritual thing, and jewelry, and focus ring for the Ideal Masters. Ready to make the pact. Okay, I just made a pact with the Ideal Masters. So I go back here to my ring, or my equipment. And that's the ring I'm going to start wearing. Focus reading of Ideal Masters. So, and there you have it. That's my Ideal Master build right now. I am going to go one extra step with this guy, and because I think he really would. It's really kind of unique to do that one with Falion over in Morthal. So I probably am going to do that quest, and that way he's got the full kind of build for an Ideal Master's build. And then he would go through each one of the quest lines, kind of getting to that point where he has those. One quest, the quest I'll probably do first with this guy, after I get everything that I want for the Ideal Masters, I would go through the Mage College first. Just because, or actually no, I'd go through the Dawn Guard first, because next thing I want to do, now that I've got kind of where I want to with my spells, the next objective would be to get all the way through to open the soul cairn, to have the soul cairn open. So anyway, there it is for my build for today. Hope you guys enjoy the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. You guys have a good night out there. Okay, bye.